Rising. How are y'all doing? Hey. We will be getting started in a second when we get a couple more people in here. Don't forget to like the live when you come in. So let's rotate. You're good? That's good. It's been raining. Actually, it's been raining throughout the entire night where I am. So it's a bit dark today. We're going to be doing our flowers in our tree. Hello! So let me get our colored pencils for that. Alrighty. So we got a couple people in here, so we should be able to get started in a second. I'm gonna just sharpen this. I think I have something stuck up here, and it's not like this shaving right here, but there's something stuck right there. I don't know what is stuck in here to where it's being so weird. It's Tuesday, right? It's Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. How's y'all's week going? Oh, wow. Okay, then. How's y'all's week going? I'm genuinely trying to fix my stuff. There's something stuck in here. Do I have to take it apart? Nope, I think I got it. Alright, so pencil sharpener should be fixed now. My week is going good, is going smoothly so far. Okay, that's good. That's real good. Nice that your week is going smoothly so far. Uh-oh. Alright, there we go. Now it's sharpening like it's supposed to. Hold on, let me swap out lights real quick. Is this the right one? No, it's not. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. There we go. Is that easier to see? Yeah, that's good. Alrighty. So, I don't remember how I did this color combo before, but I think we used this dark purple, then we used this, like, then we used this okay, I'm sorry. We used this orchid, this magenta, and then we used this, pale rose to shade in. So, let's try it. Let's try it on this small flower first. Hold on, let me move my pencils over here so I can have some room to rotate this. By the end of today, we should be able to finish this coloring page. Because we're almost done. And if you weren't here for the past couple of days, I missed yesterday. Something went wrong and I couldn't go live for whatever reasons. So sorry I missed y'all yesterday. Hopefully we can catch up on our schedule today by finishing it today. Alright, so we're finished with the outline of the orchid. Now we're gonna go in with this magenta, and we're gonna outline it again. Alrighty, sorry I had to concentrate. So now that we got our second layer on, right here, we are now going to shade it in with our pale rose. Alrighty. I don't think this is how I did it. Is this how I did it? Maybe I flipped the colors. Why does this pale rose look so gray? Can y'all see that? Like, it kind of looked gray. Maybe it's just the lighting in here because it's dark. Okay, now I'm going to do what I did the first time except reversed. So we're going to start with our magenta first and see if that helps. Ooh, so I went shopping yesterday and I found this beautiful yarn cake. Y'all should be able to see it when I post it, but I am going to turn this into like a blanket. I think I'm going to turn it into a star blanket. I've been wanting to make a blanket for a minute and I just couldn't decide on what kind of blanket to do. So I was talking to one of my friends and they were like, you should do a star. Stars are cool. And I was like, yeah, I like stars. So I think the colors are nice. I really like the colors. Okay, so we finished our outline right here. Hello! I think you're new. Welcome. Oh, you're a photographer. Pics by Nick Photography. I hope everyone is doing well. We hope you're doing well too. I like trains reference. Maybe. I don't know. So I think you're new here, right? Nick. You are new? Okay, so we have been working on this for a little bit. This is our coloring page. This is our first coloring page that we've done on live, actually. If you want to go check out some of the previous lives, you can go ahead and go to my channel and go to the live section and you can see some. So we're actually almost done with this. We're working on our flowers up here and then we are going to move down to the picnic. And this will be done. Well, I still gotta sign it. But this will be done once we finish this. So this is what it's looking like so far. Can you see well? Can you hear well? Actually, I keep forgetting, like, you can rotate your phone so you can see it fully. Is that good? Hold on. It'd probably help if I angle this better. Great colors. Thank you. Excuse me. You can see well? Alrighty. Actually, I need to rotate the other way. So right now we're working on the flowers up in the tree. Nice shading. Thank you. That was actually by accident, and then we just made it shading. So now we're going to go in with our orchid. What color should we use for the blanket? I was debating that. Y'all go ahead and pick a color, because I am super indecisive. Y'all should agree on a color, and then we'll figure out if that'll work. We have more bright colors on this, so... What blanket? The picnic blanket that she's sitting on right here. This is a picnic blanket. It doesn't look like it, but still. Wait, were you talking about the blanket on purple and gray? Maybe. Orange, red, and pink. I think that would be good. I didn't bump the light. It should be pink or purple. Okay. So it seems like our main colors are pink and purple. So pink and purple. Purple plus gray would be good. Okay, so are we agreeing on purple and gray? Or are we agreeing on pink and purple? Purple and gray. Okay, everybody is deciding on purple and gray. But like a lavender purple? Okay. I think I have a lavender. Makes the colors collide. Okay. Or makes, I don't know. Alrighty, so I think this is more of what I did before than this one. But I really like how this one turned out. So we're going to continue doing this. Well, we should alternate them because now it would look weird if we just have this singular one that's different. How many flowers you got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Of course it's an odd number. Okay. So we'll do 3 like this, and then the rest of them will be like this one. Purple most def. Okay, so regardless, the blanket's gonna be purple. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and do this big one, like this little one right here, because they would complement each other, I guess. So we started out with orchid, and then we move on to magenta. Uh-oh. Hold on, I gotta lift this up some, because I keep bumping the camera. Alright, there we go. Y'all got anything good to watch? What are y'all watching right now? Aside from me. But, I mean, like, TV shows, movies. What are y'all on to? I just feel like this could be darker. Not right now. I need to finish Blue Eye Samurai. I haven't even started that, and that came out like some years ago. I was really interested in it. I added it to my list, and then I left. Got like 2 episodes left. Isn't there like 8 to 12 episodes? And they're probably about an hour, so it might be like 8 episodes. And stick figure fights, and Annoying Orange, and Sonic and Ninja Turtles. Okay. I remember watching Annoying Orange when I was younger. Watching it now, I can understand why he was called Annoying Orange. Why is there a knife in the kitchen every episode? I mean, I understand it's a kitchen. There's gonna be a knife in there, but who are all these new people? And you know the guy that worked on Annoying Orange also worked on what's it called? Chowder. Apparently he worked on both of them. I think like Annoying Orange was his side project that he did. But his like little caricature is like a puppet, and I had seen it before, and I was like, huh, why do I feel like I've seen this before when I've seen it on Chowder? And I was like, I'm pretty sure I've seen this guy before. And then someone had pointed it out. They was like, oh, that's the same guy that made Annoying Orange. And I'm like, you're joking. You've got to be joking. It appears they were not joking. No wonder he was funny, and Annoying Orange was rivals with Adventure Times. I did not know that. What happened for Adventure Time and Annoying Orange to be rivaling? Wouldn't they like get along or something? Because they're both like weird, but I guess Adventure Time has more meaning to it than just being like a weird show. As most weird shows do have like more depth to them. Adventure Time was not a weird show. It was a regular show. It was with regular. Wait, huh? Adventure Time is not a weird show with regular show around. Remember the coffee episode? No, we don't talk about the coffee episode. We do not talk about the coffee episode. Well, if we're gonna bring up regular show. Does anybody remember that time where they were supposed to be grilling and Ribby just squeezes a whole bunch of lighter fluid on the on the grill and then just sets it on fire? And then they had to like lose the hot dogs and whatnot. Oh, and I know that must have stank. I can't. I like the smell of gasoline, not much so lighter fluid. You shouldn't be smelling either of them. Let me tell y'all that. You shouldn't be smelling either of them. But if you're going to smell one, I would prefer you to smell the gasoline because it smells better than lighter fluid. Wow. Yeah. We're all a little weird here. I forgot you're new. My bad. But you'll come to love it here. Okay. So I think I'm finished with the outline for this, and then we'll shade it in. And then the hot dogs ate each other. Yeah, they found some hot dogs in the freezer, and it was like they were sentient. I guess they were in there that long that they became sentient. I don't remember the episode that much. But it was so weird. I was like, this makes me not want to eat hot dogs. And I know what hot dogs are made out of. So that's saying something. Yeah. Now I wonder, was that a certain $1 million world famous sugary cereal reference? Huh? Cereal reference. I'm genuinely drawing a blank, Barry. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Oh. I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I don't think that was a reference. Did y'all see when Cinnamon Toast Crunch started putting out ads like Dexter? Or not Dexter. Dexter wasn't a cannibal. Yeah, he wasn't a cannibal. It was, I think it was a reference to Jeffrey Dahmer, or just a cannibal. But the monologue kind of reminded me of Dexter, which I haven't finished watching. I probably should go ahead and watch that. But if I'm gonna watch Dexter, I need to finish Hannibal. Yeah. As you can see, I have shows galore to watch. It's just the fact that I don't know which one to watch. I'm actually on the season 2 of Psyche K, and I think it's only in like Japanese. Okay, let's do this one right here. Oh no. Okay, so we're gonna sit that over there. Wasn't Dexter the robot? Oh, you're thinking of the Terminator. Okay. Yeah, there's Dexter is a whole, well, there's a lot of people named Dexter that are big. Excuse me, like Dexter's Laboratory. That one was good. Should I put it right here or should I put it right here? Put it right here. You know, bring back old Scooby Doo. And I like the recent ones aren't as good, or they just entirely messed it up. Cause what was that one? Velma? Apparently they were supposed to be getting another season. And I was like, why are we getting another season of this when we could just be replaying like some of the old ones? How about that? Now, I didn't fully watch the Velma series, but I heard a lot of reviews and I had seen like certain clips and I was like, why would we do this? And here's the thing, of all of the clips I seen, not one of them were about solving a mystery at all, which is the whole point of Scooby-Doo. How are you gonna miss the entire point of Scooby-Doo? We're supposed to be solving mysteries. It's in the theme song. Why do you keep remembering? Yeah, I seen that one too. That was creepy. I like that one. That was way better than the actual show. I love WrestleMania, especially the one with Ozzy Osbourne. You're talking about two separate different ones. You're talking about Scooby-Doo with Kiss and Scooby-Doo WrestleMania. Those are two different movies. Which I love both of them. I know you know ball like that. Okay, I am too early with that one. We need the magenta. Actually, of the two, I don't think I have a favorite. You know what? I do. I love Kiss more. I was definitely into WrestleMania growing up, and I love like seeing all the crazy fights. Grew up to find out that they were fake. Sad, but whatever. Then I grew up to find out the lore behind most of it, and it's like, oh, that's something. But majority of good things have like a dark side to them. Unfortunately, none of it's good, and I don't even think I could talk about like a quarter of what happened on YouTube. So we're just gonna skip over that. But if you know, you know. Wait, the fights were fake? Some of them. They're called fixed matches, which is where they pay you to be like, hey, if you throw this match, then you get paid this amount. Okay, so we're done with our regular flowers. And now we're going to fill in the last three with this type of flower. Yes, they look the same, but they have two different patterns. Like this one, we start with orchid, then magenta, then we shade in with the pale rose. But this one, we start with the magenta, then the orchid, then we shade in with the pale rose. I don't know if y'all could tell the difference between them, but you should kind of be able to see it. This one has the magenta, the orchid on the outside. This one has the magenta on the outside. Can y'all see the difference? Yes. Okay, good. You know what? These kind of look like eggs, like sunny side up eggs, especially this one. Alrighty. I think it's starting to thunderstorm again. What was I about to say? WrestleMania. I really loved WrestleMania, especially when I found out that they were like female fighters and female matches and whatnot, which I rarely saw. At the time, we was mainly seeing John Cena, so that was cool. What's his name? Why am I Satara? I think that's the name of him. He's a Mexican wrestler. Don't speak a lick of English. Only dances. He was my absolute favorite in the movie. Here's the crazy thing. I don't think I've ever seen him in real life, like in a real life fight or anything. but I'm pretty sure he's a real wrestler or WWE wrestler. I love how Scooby Doo was eating the flame bear. Yeah, Scooby, when he runs out of options, he will bite you. But here's the thing, everybody's like, oh, he's a Great Dane. He's a. Hold on. Speaking of which, he's a Great Dane. It took me years to figure that out. How? I don't know. But I realized when he was a Great Dane, I was like, do y'all know how big y'all's houses have to be? Because in the beginning of the WrestleMania movie, they're playing a game, right? Shaggy and Scooby are playing the WrestleMania game, but at the end, he hits the bonus level, and he has to follow Sin Cara's moves and whatnot, which requires him to jump, flip, and twirl and whatnot. And I was like, this is a Great Dane. If y'all don't know what a Great Dane looks like, look it up. They're pretty big. They're like, I think the biggest of dogs. But I was like, how much room do you have in your house for him to be able to do all this and not knock anything over? Can we talk about like how smart actually a lot of these villains are? They're just not smart. Like their tech and whatnot that they use to like cartoon logic. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Sincar is tough. Okay, so that is his name. It reminds me of the guy who voices JJK once told you tried eating the red dude. Just, huh? I don't understand what you're talking about, Barry. Probably almost as big as a Masset. What's a Masset? Which dog is that? I've heard of like the bear dog, which isn't that the same dog that's on Beethoven? Red Lobster, pretty much. Red Lobster. Oh, okay. I think I understand who you're talking about. I don't remember what their name is, but he's a curse, right? Huge dog breed. Okay. But like once you start adding logic to cartoon logic, obviously it don't work because those are way two different things. But I was like, as a Great Dane, what are you out here doing to be able to flip around and do all this? Now, I've never seen a Great Dane like jump or anything, but I've seen them stand up and it's terrifying. Like stand up on their hind legs. And I was like, why are you doing that? Why would you do that? You're already big when you're on all fours. I don't need you to be even bigger on your hind legs. And dogs on their hind legs is kind of like weird. But I guess that's mainly because we only see them on like their normal 4 feet. There we go. Alright, so moving on to these last two over here. And that makes me question even more. Like, I understand why he eats so much now with Shaggy. We all know Shaggy be a little. What's the word? More elevated than some of the other people. Like, I realized that at a young age, and I was like, ah, yes. You're one of those type of people. So that's nice. So I can understand why he eats so much. And then you pair that with a Great Dane, a big dog, so they have to eat a lot. And that makes them like the perfect pair, really. I don't know why they think that they should do this every now and then, but whenever they make it to where Scooby has to be taken away, I'd be like, why would you do that? Writers, you couldn't figure out nothing else? Like, you couldn't just separate them? You had to have, what the world? You had to have Scooby taken away? Because they tried arresting Scooby, and I was like, how are you going to arrest a dog? But then you add logic to it, they were probably going to put him down. And I was like, whoa. Whoa. Let's not do that. Let's not. At all. And rabbits look more human than apes? Huh? Yeah, I want a Great Dane. It's actually common for them to walk on their hind legs before dogs actually used to move like rabbits. I don't understand that logic. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. I don't know how rabbits look more human than apes, but okay. Back in the golden age of animals. Oh, okay. Probably. Don't forget to like the live when y'all come in, because I see we have like 5 people now. Or at least it's showing me 5 people. There's probably more people in here than that. Or less. I don't know. But I was thinking about it, like, every now and then they'll separate Shaggy and Scooby, like, forcibly taking Scooby, and I'm like, why do we have to do this? And then you have to see them, like, physically have to rip the two apart because they're basically inseparable. And I'm like, why would you do that? Because now, what? There was no reason to do that. I mean, for the plot, I guess. But aside, forget the plot. Put them back. Put them back together. That should be a law. Never forcefully separate them. If they want to separate from each other, that's fine. Let them do that. Never forcefully separate the two. Because it's heartbreaking every time. Come on, I'm just trying to get this last pedal. There we go. Nope. I wonder if someone actually has a Great Dane and they named it Scooby. I'm pretty sure somebody has, because we have, like, actual, like, amazing people on here, on Earth. Back in the golden, aka before humans, rabbits were smarter, walked on their hind legs, and could actually jump. They used their hands for punching and building and catching. Is this true? Is this true? Are you sure? Yes. I don't know. I think I have to do some, like, background checks on that. I'll get back to you on that one. That sounds like a sci-fi movie. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Speaking of weird smells, what's y'all's favorite weird smell that you're technically not supposed to be smelling? Sharpies? Yeah, Sharpies are a good one. I like the smell of whiteout. You know, like the strips. Well, not the strips, like the paste, the paint. I don't know what it is about it. It's just so, like, nice. Gas. Yeah, that's an all-time favorite. I really like gas. Unless I'm smelling it in a dangerous situation, in a situation where it could possibly be dangerous, then it's not enjoyable anymore. It's like, hold on. Put everything else on hold. I think something's wrong. Like the smells of library books. I do too. I love the smell of like shoe stores. I love the smell of fresh shoes. What's another one? I like the smell of nail polish, but now it smells more like banana than like chemicals. Before it used to smell like straight chemicals, but now it kind of smells like banana. And whenever I would smell bananas, I would be like, "Ma, are you painting your nails?" She'd be like, "Yeah, how could you tell?" I'd be like, "Because it smells like bananas, and we don't have bananas." A banana does sound good right now. Ooh. Alrighty. We are done with all of our flowers. Hold on. Let me set it up correctly. So this is what we got so far. Y'all see it? You're gonna have to rotate your phone or tablet or whatnot. Do not rotate your TV if you're watching this on a TV. But can y'all see it well? Like, we got everything done except for our little, like, part right here. Too late. What's with y'all not fully listening to instructions? I said don't rotate the TV. See, Barry learned from last time. It looks great. Thank you, Nick. Alrighty, let's get started on the picnic area. Let's start with our cup. I should have a red somewhere. My fault. Let me put it back. Okay. Please be careful. Hmm. This red orange should do well. Okay, that kind of looks weird. Hold on. This needs to be more sharpened. Do y'all like musicals? Personally, I do. And I've noticed like a lot of the musicals I like were actual movies beforehand. Sorry, I blew on the camera again. I did not mean to do that. Force of habit. My ears. Hamilton. One time my sibling caught me eating soap for girls and I thought it tasted like strawberries. Oh, buddy. That's crazy. But here's the thing, you're not the only one that's done that. I haven't done that, but I seen that Crumble Cookie and like some deodorant tech collab together. Uh, Wait, should I do this one blue? I should do the bottom blue. But Crumble Cookie had collab with deodorant and whatnot to go ahead and make like a mix. It was like a party Crumble Cookie, I think. And someone took a stick out of the took a stick of deodorant and bit it, and they was like, it doesn't taste like the cookie. And I'm like, oh, this is why they have warning labels like do not eat on them. Well then. Alrighty then. Because I'm this kind of person. But yeah, back on the subject of... Huh? Oh. Back on the subject of musicals, I have a handful that I like. Some of them I didn't even realize were musicals until like I had seen something before and then I got into the musical. Cause I seen You'll Be Back from Hamilton on a whole different video, whole different context and everything. And then years later I ended up liking Hamilton. I can't remember what the video was about, but I think it was like Gravity Falls or something, because I was on to Gravity Falls at the point. No, I'm thinking of We'll Meet Again. A guy made Hamilton in Minecraft. Yes, I did see that. I actually started watching it. It's not bad so far, but I see a lot of people do musicals in Minecraft or Roblox. I don't play Roblox though. Okay, what color should I make the top? I don't want to just leave it white. Boom. We'll just make it yellow. What was I about to say? I was about to say the one musical. Well, there's a few musicals that I haven't fully listened to, but one that I'm like genuinely trying to watch is the epic musical, which is like Odysseus and whatnot. And if it wasn't for the little bit that I know from Odysseus, not the movie that just came out, but I'm talking about like the little bit I seen from the musical, it helped a lot in class because we went over it and I was like, why is everybody so obsessed with Odysseus, or what's it called, Odyssey or something? Not, I'm pretty sure it's not called Odyssey. Let's work on these carrots over here. Topic of epic, I love the snails. Oh, you're talking about Epic the movie. Okay. What's going on, baby girl? Talking snails. Actually, he's a snail. I'm a slug. No shell over here, baby. I love Mug. I don't know what's wrong with him, but whatever it is, I absolutely love him for it. You know, there's like a second movie by the same people, I think. I'm pretty sure they're by the same people, but it's called Strange Magic. No shell over here, baby. He's too funny. Where rips off the door. What are you talking about? You gonna cry? You gonna cry to your flat face, mommy? I'm not intimidated. I'm just very uncomfortable, dude. What movie? Oh, are you talking about the second movie? Okay, yeah, there's like a second movie. I think they're in the same universe. I don't know for sure, though. but it's called Strange Magic, and they basically give off the same vibes. I don't know if they're by the same people though. I think I had actually watched Strange Magic first before I had watched Epic. I like both of them though. Yes. Okay. Yeah, it's called Strange Magic. What green should I use? So many rats. Yeah, they're the huh? Rats. There we go. I'm genuinely just trying to sharpen my stuff. I don't know why it's like this. The dark dude? Oh, he had bats, not rats. I'm pretty sure you're... I forgot his name, but I know who you're talking about. He had a whole bunch of rats. He probably had rats too, but I'm pretty sure he had bats. Those were bats, not rats. Nice. Okay. Oh, it just got so dark. It just keep getting darker and darker. But yeah, I really love Strange Magic. They had a lot of good songs on there. But the movie turned so fast. Like at first we go into the older sister, she's getting ready for her wedding and whatnot. She's so happy go lucky, so like a ray of sunshine. And when I was going back and I was watching it, I was like, is this the right movie? Is there a third movie that I haven't known about? Because I don't remember her being this happy. And then she was like singing about her love and whatnot, and then she catches her fiance cheating the day of the wedding. Yes, the day of the wedding. And I was like, oh, that's how we got turned so fast. Oh, wow. And then instantly, like Spinell out here, she instantly was like, okay, forget love. It's a tragic thing. Get it out of my face. I don't want to see him, you, or anybody ever again. And then she has a younger sister who is also very happy-go-lucky, or still happy-go-lucky. And she was like, you know what? I want to get married someday. And she was like, no, you don't. You'll just end up cheating it on. And I'm like, oh my goodness. This is so horrible. Okay, I think this is salad, and this is like something else. Hold on, maybe that's a basket. Let me go ahead and like fill that in. His name was Magic. Are you talking about the Epic movie, or are we on the Strange Magic movie? Oh, it got so dark. And my light is dying, so that didn't help either. Oh, sorry y'all. There y'all go. Dark for a second. Okay, here we go. This orange light kind of makes it hard to see certain colors. Okay, I see what you're talking about, Barry. But yeah, sister utterly heartbroken because her fiance has been cheating on her, probably for longer than the wedding day, most likely, but it was how she was like, just give up on everything. And I was like, whoa, don't give up on everything. And she instantly wanted to become a soldier. I was like, oh, here we go. And then ex-fiance had the audacity to be in front of everybody and be like, I don't know why she's acting this way. We should get back together. I'm so sorry for how I acted. Huh? Like, even when I was younger, I was like maybe 5, or I was like 4 or 5 watching that movie. I instantly was like, oh nah, this guy gotta go. He gotta go. Okay, hold on. This is lettuce, so I need a lighter green. This should do. The even younger me, who had every, like, what is it? My intuition was a lot higher when I was a kid than it kind of is now. But I guess that's for, like, a lot of people, because you don't fully, like, have control over your powers when you're younger. So my intuition as a kid was skyrocketing, because there was like a few people that I could instantly call out and be like, I don't like them. And my mom, knowing me as a very likable person, like, I'm a golden retriever in like human form. I loved everybody. So if I instantly didn't like nobody, she would be like, oh, she's just playing around. And then she would find out later, like, oh, she was not playing around. Okay. We'll jump from that in a second, but the I instantly was like, I don't like this guy. And I could see it in like his, like, the first, that's the first frame we ever see her fiance in, is him cheating on her. That's how you're gonna start off the movie. Not even 5 minutes in, by the way. Not even 5 minutes in. He cheated on her and flipped the whole script of the movie. I couldn't imagine being cheated on the day of my wedding, or catching him cheating on the day of my wedding, because most likely, if you're comfortable enough to do it at our wedding, that means you've been doing it. Wedding canceled, everything canceled. Everybody gotta go. Hold on. There we go. Now we got our salad together. But when I was younger, we had watched Frozen, and I think that came out in like 2013. Oh, that makes me feel old. But that's actually messed up. It is! But it was my first time ever seeing or watching Frozen. And this is the first Frozen. 2013, I think. We're watching it, right? And instantly, as soon as Hans pops up on the screen, I'm like, oh. Oh, it's our time already? Hold on. Okay, let's finish up what we've started so far, and then we'll end the live. It's so dark, I've lost track of time. But we smoking that Hans pack for sure. For sure. But me, who likes everybody, regardless of who they are, instantly sees Hans and is like, I don't like him. My mom's like, huh? What are you talking about? The movie just started. We're on like the third musical number. Chill out. It's not that bad. We just started the movie. Why don't you like him? It's his hair. And here's the thing. I noticed this when I was a 4-year-old. I was like, it's his hair. I don't like it. He's evil. And my mom's like, you gotta chill out. And here's the thing. I was not joking. The entire movie, every time he popped up, I was like, mm-mm. Yeah, the sideburns too. I'm glad someone else caught it. But here's the thing. I found this out when I was 4, and I've lived on it, and it still has not failed me to this day. Every time I see a character with a slick back hair, or these are specifically men, but it does count for women too. If I see a character with slick back hair, or thick sideburns that connect to nothing, you're instantly evil. And everybody's like, why would you say that? But every character I see them, and instantly they not instantly, they hide it. And my mom, she was watching something else. I can't remember what it was, but the guy that was he was part of this crew, right? And as soon as he turned evil to portray them, his hair was slicked back. The entire movie, his hair was not slicked back. And she was like, ever since you started saying it again, I haven't been able to unsee it. And I was like, I know. That's what it's like being the one that sees everything. And then it was another movie. What was it? It was actually it wasn't a movie, it was a series. It was Yellowstone. Jeremy, I think that was his name, the brother with the black hair. He wasn't even the full blooded brother. He was only related through the mom, I think. But the entire time his hair was slicked back. And then he had a small little redemption arc. His hair was fluffed up, it was dirty and whatnot, and he had a hat on. And I was like, oh, he's genuinely turned around. And instantly, as soon as his hair was back slicked, I was like, Ma, you already know what time it is. His hair slicked back. And she was like, are you sure? He's doing so well now. And I'm like, just watch. And spoilers if you haven't seen it. Go ahead and mute me if you haven't. Turn it down. Now, like, wave at the camera when it's time to go back to it. But he ends up blowing up the farm and the building that Beth was in, his sister, and the farm that they lived on. Blowing it up. So, once he did that, I was like, oh, it's up. It's wraps for you, big guy. You're not even a big guy. You're small. And you think you have the audacity. And he was the younger sibling. No, nothing against younger siblings. Partially, but partially. But it's that sense of entitlement that makes them evil in, like, books, movies, shows, what regardless. Okay, real quick. This is what we got so far. So we started on our little picnic down here. We finished our flowers up here. And we're almost done. We literally just need to finish up the food over here and then the blanket. Alrighty. We went a little overboard. Just because I wanted to turn the Xbox on, I'm evil. I'm Joker level evil. No. Like I said, against apparently you're a younger sibling because of how you reacted, but I don't have nothing against all younger siblings because some of them actually be the voice of reason, and that'd be crazy. But anywho, this is what we got so far. And I was hoping that we would be able to finish this, but I guess we're gonna have to wait until tomorrow. Hopefully I will be able to go live tomorrow, and it doesn't do anything weird like it did yesterday. Alrighty, so y'all already know what the drill is. It's the end of the live. Make sure to like before you leave, if you haven't already. And if you want to go see some of the past lives, because I see we got some new people in here, go ahead to the channel and look through the live section. See if you like anything over there. And then if you don't like anything over here, which I don't understand, because if you're watching me this long, then you're most likely gonna like some other stuff that I have. But you can go to the top of the channel, hit that link, and you can go to my second channel called Taja's Luxury 2. Check out what you like over there, like and subscribe over there, and you can meet me on the Music Note app, TikTok. But if you want to go over there, see what I got over there, go ahead. And I will see y'all tomorrow, hopefully. So, make sure to drink 2 bottles of water, eat something nourishing today. And I'll see y'all next time. Love y'all.